At Boys and Girls Clubs of the Tennessee Valley, we truly value the partnership we have with KICKO and have shared now for almost 26 years. The beautiful thing about our partnership is that, we serve kids in the communities where they live. KICKO brings the knowledge and opportunity to learn about Jesus to the kids in the community where they live. And that's such an amazing thing because kids know that they can find Jesus right outside their front door.
KICKO is a valued partner for Thrive because they do incredible work in some of the hardest parts of Knoxville. They go in and provide for kids who may have what they need physically, but have deep needs spiritually. And KICKO brings hope in some hopeless places by pointing them to the gospel of Jesus Christ.
And the Word of God says, and a child shall lead them. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to work alongside of KICKO and the wonderful things that they're doing in our community. I believe that God planted them in our community all over Knoxville, Tennessee, to plant seeds of hope to the lives of young people, and we're beginning to see harvest all over the city of Knoxville. I'm very grateful to be able to walk alongside of them, and I pray that whatever we can do to be able to open up doors for them to push the next generation into their future, that we would do that. Come into agreement with God, come into agreement with KICKO, and come into agreement with these kids. God bless.
So I have been volunteering for KICKO now for about 2 years, and when reflecting back on my college experience, I really could not have chosen or been affiliated with a better program. I have just seen the impact that KICKO has made on the community, and I really think it's amazing. I love that there are kids that start coming to KICKO when they're 5 and continue throughout middle school and high school. I think that shows a lot about the community that KICKO is and all that KICKO stands for. And I know that if I was a kid and had access to an amazing community like this, I would have loved every second. And so I'm just very grateful to be a part of this amazing community.
So KICKO's been around for quite a while. I remember when Bill Clark sat in my living room over 20 years ago with a vision to serve kids in the city. I've been tracking with KICKO for many years. What's unique about KICKO for me is that this organization has been faithfully serving young people in low-income areas of our community, bringing the light of Christ to them, meeting with them, building relationships. They're just an authentic organization that makes a difference day in and day out here in the community. I always like to think about organizations, what happens if they weren't here? And I really don't want to think about what our urban areas of our city would look like without KICKO and their involvement throughout the years here. Hundreds and hundreds of children have been impacted and have been set on a different trajectory because of the work of this organization. So they're valuable to me as at KLF and valuable to our whole city, which is what's more important.
Hi, KICKO has really been good. My son started coming to the club when he was 5. He started going to KICKO. Now he loves to come on Wednesdays so he can help on the bus with Miss Tara. They do a lot in the community. I think it's really good for the kids to, they may not go to church on Sundays or Wednesdays, and I think this might be the only chance they get to, to learn about God. And I know it has helped my son tremendously. He really enjoys it, and he really likes to learn new things about the Lord. So, and then not only that, they do a lot of stuff like Thanksgiving, giving out baskets to families that need it. And all in all, it's just a good thing, and I think everybody should at least let their kids try it.
I've been a KICKO volunteer for more than 9 years, and for years, when the church I attended, so a representative from KICKO had come at least once a year and talked about what KICKO did, and so for years I wanted to be involved because it felt like it really did benefit the community by building kids up where they were and empowering them and helping them to really be a better person. And so finally I was able to change my work schedule so I could do that. And so ever since I've been involved, and I feel like KICKO really benefits the kids in the community even more than I imagined before I started volunteering. And you can just see it in their faces sometimes when you see that they're really receiving the message that you're trying to get across to them, and you know that they're going to be able to take it with them, take it home and to their schools, and that they'll grow up with it. And I've been able to see that for kids that have grown up in this community that have come back to it as adults that now even serve in KICKO.
I cannot believe that I've been connected with KICKO for 25 years. First as a volunteer, and how I remember it is that my oldest child, my firstborn, is 25 years old. And I remember being pregnant with her when I started as a volunteer with KICKO. We used to spend all day Saturday first attending Sunday school, SONDAY, Sunday school with KICKO. And we first started first part of the day we would go to Austin Holmes, and then the second part of the day we would go to Walter P. Taylor. And then when my child was born, we would have to I took a 6 weeks break, and I truly missed it. But the importance of KICKO, it helped me as a volunteer strengthen my relationship with Christ, as well as to share the love of Christ with the community and with the children and the parents that attended during the Sunday school services. KICKO is so valuable even till today because I do a lot of community work, and I'm also on the board of KICKO. And while I'm doing community work, I hear so many parents say, yeah, my kids, they're part of KICKO, they're a part of the Sunday school program, and they're so excited about it, and they're bringing Jesus in, and they're the ones who introduced me to Jesus because I've never even gone to church before. And that just melts my heart to know that KICKO has had a lasting impact over the 25 years.